story starts in Alex Alpina's kitchen when Johnny Pickles comes over for a visit.
I have to go now. My friend Johnny Pickles is here.
Who was that?
My Granny Smith.
How is she doing these days?
Great. She's baking me an apple pie.
Josh cake and blue cheesesteak said they were stopping by later.
Hey, do you want a glass of milk?
Sure.
Oh, this milk expired 2 weeks ago. It's so gross. Smell it.
You're not kidding.
Hey, I'll give you $5 if you take a sip.
Maybe you can and you have a deal. Nah, never mind. I don't want to.
Hey, do you want a sandwich then?
Sure, ham and cheese, my favorite.
Alex gets the bread out and discovers it's moldy and stale.
Oh, this bread is all moldy.
Never mind. Geez, you have a lot of problems with food going bad, even though you keep them in plastic containers and in the refrigerator. What can we do about it? Oh, you know what? I did see something on Nova about a thing called a smart kitchen.
What's that?
Not sure, but it will help prevent food waste.
Let's go find a place ourselves though.
Scene 2 takes place in an appliance store, where Alex and Johnny look to buy a smart kitchen and encounter Larry Panini, a slick salesman.
How are y'all doing? Careful, that's expensive. My name is Larry Pornini, and I can answer any question you might have. My friend here wants to know about a smart kitchen.
Can you tell me about Smart Kitchen?
Why, yes, sir, I certainly can. Smart kitchens help prevent foodborne illnesses while at the same time lowering food waste through some pretty high-tech equipment.
Interesting.
Sounds like we came to the right place. Can you tell us more? Of course. Let me get you some more info. Gather around. These fine people over here are also so interested in smart kitchen. The smart kitchen reduces the risk of foodborne illnesses while at the same time reducing food waste. Packaged foods can do catalog expiration dates. Refrigerator sensors that trace mold and bacteria levels. Stove automatically cooks food at safe temperatures based on the type of meat, the cut, and the weight. Knife that senses levels when food is cut, all tracked wirelessly by a central computer.
Wow, it sounds like it solve a lot of our problems. So, how much would Smart Kitchen cost?
Well, this is the latest cutting-edge technology. And what's your health worth, really?
Yeah, I know. Just tell me how much it'll cost.
I could have it shipped and set up in your kitchen for $25,000. Can you do a little better on the price, please? Well, this is the latest cutting-edge technology, and it will help prevent costly illnesses while saving you money by lowering food waste.
Okay, I'll buy it.
So, the smart kitchen is a smart choice.
Stand up there, we have some questions. Just an aside, does a smart kitchen include the flat screen?
Do you get this flat screen TV with the smart kitchen?
Well, so when you don't know what to cook, like you turn on the TV and then it shows you what to.
I'm getting the smart kitchen.
You know, of all the presentations I've seen this morning, you've got the one that interests me the most with one of your solutions, and that's a knife that senses contaminant levels when food is cut. How would that be used in the kitchen?
It would tell you if whatever you're cutting has too much bacteria, like too much bad bacteria
one of those at least. Very, very interesting, your solutions to your smart kitchen here. Did you share this information with anybody else so far?
Yeah.
Who have you presented to?
We presented it to
Our principal.
our computer teacher and a club in school that is for like kids whose parents work late called Kids Club.
Very nice.
I have a couple things for you. First of all, you're the first group all morning to give us the resource list. I do appreciate that, and it shows that you read the rubric. You are the only group to give us, honestly, the resource list. And I'm looking at this, and I'm impressed. I'm looking at the field trip and guest speakers, and you know why I like to have this? Because it tells me, it gives me a good idea of how much work you put into it, and for the quality of the speakers, it looks like you had a professor from the department from Yale, and you took a tour of Texas Roadhouse. Did you get free food?
We had to pay. It was free for them.
Texas Roadhouse, I like their steak. It's good. And you had a couple weeks, so I was impressed with that. You had some innovative, first of all, this late in the morning, one of the things that I look for is being able to, can you still engage me which means, can you still keep my attention as your audience? And you certainly did that. It was creative. You got your point across in a way that I thought was effective. I thought that the handout really enhanced the presentation. And you have some very interesting, innovative solutions for what you have. And one of the things that I realized, because I've done this, I've been a judge for quite a few years here, and I teach 7th grade science. And I look at it, and sometimes you guys, the simpler you are, but the better it is. And that's what I appreciate about yours. You didn't have a ton of props, but the way you used your props, the way you used each other, shows how well your teamwork was, how you shared the presentation. And the other piece of it was you knew what you wanted to say. One of the biggest things that people do when they present, especially at your age, is they don't look at the audience. You were looking at us, which made me feel like I was part of your presentation. You were able to move around the room, you used your props, and I could hear you. So I could follow everything that you were doing, and that's what kept me engaged in your presentation. Was there a particular experience that caused you to choose this smart kitchen? How did you arrive at, of all of a sudden, making a smart kitchen? What were your thoughts?
And is anybody doing anything like you're suggesting be done?
Well, in the beginning of the year, we had a vote for what we should do for our presentation. After we got some ideas, and Smart Kitchen was our top pick for an idea.
Does it, out of the real world, is anybody working on things like this? Do
yes.
any of these things exist?
It's not part of our Smart Kitchen, but there's something that would be part of the smart refrigerator. They have a refrigerator that senses whenever the temperature is too hot or too cold.
So you've kind of moved on better, you've improved something else that somebody might have already thought about.
Did you get I'm looking at your list of resources and your research. Did you get some of this by some ideas from looking at your websites? It looks like you had some websites, and it looks like you had some. They actually all look like their websites. So did you get some ideas from there?
What did you learn from your guest speakers? Did anybody really give you some new ideas, or did you gain any information from them that helped you with your project?
We learned that you have to be really careful about what you eat, because if you're not careful, you can get really sick.
Do you think this is something, after doing your research, do you think this is something that realistically could happen down the road at some point? Because I know that every day we turn around with some type of new technology. So based on your research, do you think you could get something like this as a reality possibility sometime? I think it's a possibility. It's not one of those things like we're going to have someone come down from space and check it out. So I like it. I think they're practical. I like your presentation. I like your diagram. Does it come with the people?
Yeah, I really like this tonight.
Are you getting some for your FCS?
I'm a family consumer science teacher, so we're talking in class about food safety and cross-contamination and not using, we actually did a lesson in class on using the same knife to cut something that's infected with bacteria and then using it on another product. What could happen if you cut up some chicken and it had bacteria in it and then you used it to cut up and prepare a salad? What would be the problem with that?
It would spread the bacteria throughout the different foods and I guess before you can get really sick from it.
And so this knife does what exactly?
It tells you if it's contaminated, so your food is safe and you know you're safe.
So if I know so if I cut up chicken and it doesn't have any bacteria, it's safe for me to make the salad now?
No, you would still have to wash it up.
I still have to wash it.
I need a safe knife too, because I'll be honest, in our house, we're just as guilty. We'll be preparing chicken and turkey on a cutting board, and then sometimes I'll get lazy and forget, and I know we should. Oh wait, I'm sitting next to the FCS teacher, I better move. But it's something, I could see where that could be such a good practicality, because, I mean, I'm guilty, and I'm sure some of your parents back there are probably just as guilty of it. You don't always wash your knives before, because you're supposed to take raw meat and then wash it, but I've been guilty of it before, but I liked it. I thought you presented well. You have good answers, and the other piece of it, I look to see how well students know their presentations, or how well they can answer questions. And I thought that you guys had some good answers to questions. You knew what you were talking about, and you were confident. The more confident you are up there, the more you convince your audience. And how long did it take you to work on your southern accent?
Larry?
I didn't even have to work on it. I just came right up.
Can I ask, are you guys members of the team?
Yeah.
Now, how come you didn't participate in the presentation?
We're the programming team for the table.
So they got the programming team, and they have the
Kind of
presentation
split the
team.
duties?
Oh,
And the building team.
so you got 3 pieces of the team. So you're from Bethany?
Yeah.
All right, let me guess. Is that over by Danbury?
No, that's Bethel.
Is that right?
We're near New Haven.
The tunnel on the Merritt Parkway, 6 miles north.
Ooh, you're over by that tunnel because when I went to Southern.
Yep. Yeah, near Southern.
You get stuck in that tunnel at rush hour.
It's sort of in the Orange Woodbridge, New Haven area.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Bethany. All
Yeah.
right, no, I liked your presentation, and
You did a nice job.
you guys kept us entertained, and you guys did a great job with the questions. It kept it simple, but you know what? You were very effective. Thank you for coming in and taking your time to present to us.
Thank you.